Greg Privet joins us now live. Greg?
Jerry, during a fire, your family's safety, your family's lives could come down to one of these. There are tens of thousands of fire hydrants throughout the Tennessee Valley, and we drove hundreds of miles, investing many hours, putting them to the test. A critical test in Sand Mountain for rookie firefighters. Albertville Fire and Rescue intentionally set this fire. It's a war. And for firefighters, this is their first line of defense.
Without that endless supply of water, our end result is probably going to be tragic.
With Mueller Company producing millions of them, Albertville is the fire hydrant capital of the world. Still, knowing for sure their fire plugs will work is not something Albertville firefighters leave to chance. A twist of the wrench sends water filling this 5-inch fire hose. All the sophisticated firefighting equipment in the world
this hydrant here will flow up to 1,500 gallons a minute.
Is worthless without proper water flow.
Which is water flowing out of our hydrant.
This is Albertville fireman Mike Hill.
So we'll go ahead and open this thing up here.
Hill opens it up and lets her rip.
Take this right here and we'll hold it down here in front of this water as it's coming out.
The water pressure is so strong, you can see Hill's hand having to fight the ferocious flow. Albertville follows national standards set by NFPA, the National Fire Protection Association, and ISO, the Insurance Services Office.
We test all of our 700 and something hydrants inside the city limits once a year.
Part of the reason Albertville has an excellent ISO rating of 2. Among a select few, no other city in Alabama has a better rating. Yearly complete testing and more frequent visual inspections ensure Albertville's hydrants are trouble-free.
And I don't know of a fire hydrant problem, other than maybe somebody running over one.
Albertville Fire and Rescue is doing what they should to keep hydrants working properly. But what about other cities? We put them to the test, too. We travel all over the valley to test hydrants. First to Town Creek, where fire destroyed this house in September. Town Creek's fire chief says getting enough water was not an issue. The house was too far gone anyway. But some folks complained to News Channel 19 because firefighters weren't able to use this fire plug right across Highway 101. Turns out the hydrant's not necessarily bad, but it is behind a fence on private property. No need to cut someone's fence when there are publicly owned plugs nearby. Our testing proves Town Creek's hydrants on public right-of-way have plenty of pressure, especially along Highway 101.
We've got about probably 50 pounds out there.
We put other cities to the test, too. In August, Athens firefighters battled the Butler furniture blaze. Athens has more than 1,000 hydrants. Can they count on them?
If we can't get the water, it's basically a lost cause.
Documented testing contributes to Athens' ISO rating of 3. Proof Athens firefighters can depend on their plugs. Meeting standards includes color coding hydrants.
If this one's painted green, which is a code to us, that's more than 1,000 gallons per minute flowing out of this hydrant.
We don't stop there. Also ISO rated Class 3, Decatur has 1,000+ plugs. Frequent testing finds problems fast.
The number one pitfall would be naturally if they're damaged in some way and we don't know that, say a car bumps into it.
The stem is where firefighters turn on the water.
The other potential problem would be vandalism if somebody was to try to break the stem here, and then naturally the hydrant wouldn't operate.
We keep checking. Another Class 3, there are nearly 10,000 hydrants in Huntsville.
Our biggest problem we run into in the city of Huntsville is people planting shrubs, trees, and bushes around the plug.
Hidden hydrants hinder fighting fires all over the Rocket City. Firemen take us out and show us the problem. Vines make this Huntsville hydrant nearly impossible to find.
I will need to pay attention to my hydrant over here more often.
So Heather Green takes matters into her own hands, making sure firefighters won't overlook her fire plug. A simple device, the first line of defense for firefighters, Your life and home could depend on the fire hydrant on your street.
It's an important safety matter for all of us.
Heather Green's a good sport, and she's right. This is an important safety matter. Now, firefighters say there's a way you can help them protect you by getting to know the fire hydrant that protects your home. Keep a close eye on it, and if you see anything that even might look wrong, give them a call so they can come out and inspect it. Reporting live in Huntsville, Greg Privet, News Channel 19.
All right, Greg.